It is April 29th, 2026. I am at Joel Pearl, thejoelpearl.com on Blue Sky, and it's time to get in the weeds. A wonderful Wednesday. It's the sun's trying to come out here. It's been overcast and kind of rainy-dainy, but that's Toronto. Jeremy Lambert is here, as always. We're gonna have some fun. No AI for us, Jeremy. It's gonna be all straightforward ideas from just us. That's it. Oh shit. Well, we had a good run.
Yeah, I'm sorry to let you know, Joel, that I've decided to AI generate this entire show. Every single one of my opinions will be generated by ChatGPT today.
Why are you willing to kill a small forest just for the bit?
Because I commit to the bit.
Stop committing to the bit. Immediately stop committing to this bit.
I commit to the bit.
No, this bit you will not commit. Put the bit away. This one is bad. Stop it.
I'm going to commit to the AI bit here today.
Please leave the forests alone. Let them survive. Stop it. I have some very unfortunate news to open the show. I've been told by our pal Louie that the Roku app wasn't working for him last night, so he couldn't review the final NWA Power of the Roku era.
Well, Joel, I have asked ChatGPT to review NWA Power for April 28th.
With star ratings.
NWA Power, April 28th. Review.
Share your screen with this monstrous.
Okay. Garbage. No, it's funnier if I read it. This episode of NWA Power leaned hard into what it does best: stripped down presentation, character-first storytelling, and just enough chaos to remind you this is still pro wrestling and not a town hall meeting.
What in the Vince Russo is this write-up? I hate it already.
Opening vibe. The studio crowd was hot early, and the pacing felt tighter than some recent episodes. National Wrestling Alliance continues to thrive in this retro but self-aware lane. No overproduction, just personalities talking you into the building. Promos greater than everything. This was a promo-heavy show, and honestly, that's where Power lives and dies. EC3 delivered one of those controlled, simmering promos where he sounds like he's one sentence away from starting a cult. It works. It always works. You don't cheer. You observe.
Who?
Blunt force trauma, carnage, and damage, because subtlety is dead, kept things aggressive and simple. We hurt people. There's a group for that. We win matches. No TED Talk needed. Kerry Morton continues his young guy trying to prove he belongs arc. Kerry Morton's been in the business for like 20 years now, and it's quietly becoming one of the more grounded threads on the show. Power isn't about 5-star classics. It's about 2.5-star classics. It's about matches that serve the story. The tag division got spotlight time, and physicality felt real. Less choreographed, more two guys trying to win a bar fight. A mid-card singles match gave us solid in-ring work without overstaying its welcome. Nothing revolutionary, but nothing embarrassing either, which in 2026 wrestling is a win.
Jesus Christ.
What worked? Clear character motivations, a rare commodity elsewhere. Promos that feel unscripted enough to matter. Efficient storytelling, no segment dragged. What didn't? If you want spectacle, you're still in the wrong place. Some storylines feel like they're treading water instead of accelerating. The production, while charming, occasionally crosses into, we could maybe afford one more light.
What? Why are they taking shots?
Final verdict. This wasn't a blowaway episode, but it was a very solid one. NWA Power knows exactly what it is and refuses to chase trends. And in a landscape where everything is trying to go viral, the stubborn identity is the biggest strength. Rating 7.5 out of 10. It's a little high.
It's too high.
Not must see, but if you're already in the NWA ecosystem, this is exactly why you keep coming back. Now tell me, are we continuing the bit next week or escalating into unhinged power rankings?
Wait, is that actually part? Does it say that?
Yes, it says that because my initial opening comment was commit to the bit, and it replied, all right, no half measures then. Whatever the bit is, we're not breaking character, we're not explaining the joke, and we're definitely not backing out when it gets mildly inconvenient. We double down, we escalate, and if it stops making sense, that just means we're doing it right.
But is that verbatim what that stupid thing says?
Yes.
I hate this.
We are committing to the bit.
And then the NWA Power, where they, by the way, 7.5 stars, 0 matches, and only discussion of like empty platitudes.
It named like 3 people on the show. That's it.
Well, one of whom doesn't work there anymore.
I mean, EC3's still on the show, but yes, he, I guess, technically doesn't work there. He's in, I mean, TNA contracts aren't real, so.
Neither is an NWA contract.
Fair.
I don't know what we're doing here. That was an awful review. Louis, anytime I've ever criticized, and I've never criticized your reviews, I think they're great. If I ever criticize your review, ever, I will remember or try to remember this moment. There is a baseline, and it's this. The bar is in hell thanks to whatever that was. Yeah, Jeremy, you can get a great job with Sportskeeda at this point.
My wife has told me you can't do this for the whole show. We don't need to kill a village's water supply.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Well, look.
No, we don't. No,
for the sake of the bit.
No. We'd have to. I'd want to raise thousands of dollars to put back into the forest, the reforesting of the neighborhood you kill, doing this bit. We'd have to raise a buttload of money. I'd have to put ads every 2 minutes to make.
I'm not killing much compared to other people. Let's not put this all on me.
No. This isn't a 2 wrongs make a right situation. You are doing this wrong. The point is, if you do it, people still do it. If you don't do it, people still do it. But at least you're not doing it anymore. You can't be the one person who uses that excuse.
Can we super chat to repair Jeremy destroying a village?
That's
yes, super
thousands of dollars.
Super chat me AI suggestions.
Stop it.
Oh, Ryan is asking AI Tatum Paxley versus AI Sol Ruka. Who wins the match? Let's
AI Tatum
ask.
Paxley, because AI Tatum Paxley has thorns coming out of her eyeballs. Those AI Sol Ruka just doesn't look like Sol Ruka.
AI Sol Ruka versus AI Tatum Paxley. Who wins? Oh, we're absolutely committing to the bit. Full serious panel debate about fake AI match energy. If we're talking AI enhanced, peak logic, no human error versions. Sol Ruka versus Tatum Paxley. AI simulation. On paper, AI Sol Ruka is a nightmare. Yeah, I watched that episode last night. That's true. Her real-life offense is already built around insane athletic variance, springboards, balance-based attacks, and that I can hit this from literally anywhere unpredictability. An AI version cleans up the
chat at this point.
What's that?
You're turning off the chat at this point. People are legitimately not enjoying this.
Oh, okay. Well, Sol Ruka wins 98% of the time, according to this. Oh, but this person said, now the chat says that AI Tatum Paxley wins the match, though. Sure.
I told you. She got thorns coming out of her eyes.
Sure.
Listen, man, AI is garbage. We know this. We're not going to give in to the stupidity of WWE just because of the bit. This is one time where I got to stop it. No,
right.
I don't care who's turned on. I don't like AI. I don't like using AI. I think it's garbage all around.
I mean, I agree. That's literally the first time I've ever used ChatGPT.
Sucked. Ryan saying, funny enough, I was asking you guys the question, not ChatGPT. Well, now you know.
Well, I was trying to commit to the bit. When committing to the bit goes wrong.
Yes, it was absolutely not the bit we need today. The Triple H produced WrestleMania entrances just dropped.
Oh.
So if you want to see Triple H do all the entrances, so who we got? It's just him doing rigging. It feels like it's way over here. It's just him talking. It's just yapping.
Yeah, it's what we do.
God bless America. He's all excited. Who's he talking to? He's talking to Becky. Okay. And he's telling Dan Campbell from the Wonder Years how to do his job. Oh, he's singing for no, he's not actually singing for the band, but he should. He's up there. And then, okay, he's showing the band playing the song. And I'm using very big air quotes. And Becky comes out, and he's just doing nothing that's different here. Oh, here come the little girls.
He never does anything that's different.
The little AJs with their title belts, but they made them keep the title belts in the bags. You cannot take them out until the show starts. That you must have them in the bag so you don't scuff them. Little girls that we don't trust. What else is going on here? Okay, there's Liv doing her entrance. She's got the Britney Spears mic on, and the dancers are doing the dances. And then there's Triple H with CM Punk. He's so happy for him. And then day 2. Why? Okay, I thought he was on night 1, but anyway. Joe Jonas. He's so excited to see Joe Jonas, who looks permanently stoned. The little Peoplehausens, they are all here, and they look excited and also confused. And they do a prayer circle by the looks of it. And then they come out. Oh, they don't come out. It's just Triple H. Oh, here we go. He's directing all of these little people as Danhausen comes out. Is he wearing? Hold on. Does he wear is he wearing face paint in this when he comes out? Oh, no, he's not. And are they going to show him without the face paints? I hope not. That would be breaking kayfabe. We don't want to break kayfabe on this breaking kayfabe video. Stu gets a cape at one point. This is great. I can't screen
Is
share.
it?
Yeah, this is go. Here comes Booyaka coming out the sky, but it's not him. It's actually a stagehand taking the lift. This rules. This is so stupid. Obafemi doing his walk because Obafemi needs to learn how to do his own entrance after 500 times.
Wait, did Paul do his walk?
Let's see. I don't see. I think it's just no. It's just him.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Nah.
That sucks.
I mean, he did it on Friday before WrestleMania.
That's true. But he didn't do it on the big stage. Oh, this is great. He's wearing the human face paint.
You're AI robot right now.
Am I? Oh, we're just going. And that's the end of it. That's the end of it.
It's not just me, right? Joel's completely robotic, right?
I think it's you.
You got to stop talking. I think Joel's frozen. I don't think it's me this time. Maybe it is.
Who is it, folks?
Nope, stop talking, Joel. What is happening? Somebody in the chat confirmed before.
They can hear me fine. It's Jeremy. You have frozen. Now you're back. Jeremy's frozen.
I've got it.
Folks, it's rarely me. I have the gigabit internet, and it's plugged in here. He was fine. Jeremy did sound fine. I think his computer just did the thing where it overheated itself. Y'all got I posted the link to the Triple H thing. It's also, he posted on Twitter because of course he did. It's Triple H. So there you go. This was a very silly and very much expected. Triple H shows off all the entrances that he made because it's what we do. The AI finally got him. This is what I'm talking about. This is why you don't use AI. When you use AI, your computer just goes game over, man. It sucks. By the way, we're a few minutes into the show, so if you haven't already, leave a thumbs up. All right, what are you waiting for? This isn't AI. This is real. These fireworks, 100% real. They happen every single day. My wife messages me and be like, "Stop it with the fireworks," and I'm like, "No, too bad. The fireworks are part of the show." So go ahead and get the fireworks in while you leave a thumbs up. Get some fireworks of your own. Just use them sparingly and carefully, not like us who use them daily. And also, while you're at it, you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Why don't you subscribe? Have you subscribed yet? Have you used your burners to subscribe to this channel? Tell your friends. Share the links. We're here every day, 10 a.m. Eastern. Myself, Jeremy, SB3, some combination of the three of us. Sometimes all three. If you watched a little bit of yesterday's show, I popped on and people got all upset because I didn't like the Joe Hendry concert. And people were like, well, the fans liked it, and that's what mattered. Well, listen, if you told the fans you're all fired and you're not going to make any more money, then the fans would probably be pissed too. But anyway, it doesn't matter. People make their opinions known. That's okay. Tone deaf is just the way I saw it. I know Jeremy and SB3 felt otherwise, but that's just what it is. Anyway, also, you can donate a super chat. Any amount, get your question or statement read on the air, and Jeremy will also come back if you leave your money. Hi. The AI got you.
Yeah, the AI. My Wi-Fi is so not used to using any type of AI that I finally tried using it, and I was like, nope, we got to cut this off. So
good on your internet for knowing right.
Fair.
Ryan saying, let's talk hockey. I don't want to talk hockey last night. I saw the 2 goals and I was like, I'm going to bed. And that was it for me with the Ducks and Edmonton game.
Yeah, I ended up, it was 4-1 with like 10 minutes to go in the third. So I felt pretty, Edmonton doesn't have any defense in goaltending. So it wouldn't have been too surprising if they blew it, but I was like, I feel like they go.
Comes right back and the AI gets him again. Come back, Jeremy. Come back. There you go.
Maybe. Tonight, I feel like I'm going to be up late because I want to watch the Lakers and Rockets game.
I won't be staying up late. Joel has Canadian internet. It never crashes. My internet just happens to be fiber, and I plug right in. And I know Jeremy does too. And there you go. You're back. Are you back?
I don't know.
You're here.
I don't know.
Well, at least you're here. Volib saying, I said I would be nice to Xeno Hour if it was evil, but Joel said, screw that. I agree. We'll talk about that in a little bit. You don't have to be nice to Xeno Hour ever. Ever. Just talk to SB3 about that.
Xeno Hour, SB3 is never nice to Xeno Hour.
It's like it's his number one reason for being on the show. It's not about, he doesn't care about the takes. He doesn't care about the news. He doesn't care about the conversation. He just wants to put down Xeno Hour every chance he gets. I respect it, honestly. I do.
It's very mean.
Yeah, good for him.
I'm afraid to talk because I just feel like my internet's gonna cut off. So
far so good. We seem to be here. You have to say nice things and the internet won't go down. So I
tried saying nice things. I tried just talking about hockey.
Fair, that's true. You were gonna watch the late games tonight?
Yeah, and see if Pittsburgh is able to force a game 7. Definitely looking forward to Montreal and Tampa Bay. That's a 2-2 series right now. So yeah, I'll be watching. The hockey games are good tonight. I did watch Minnesota and Dallas last night. That was a fun game. I hope that goes 7 just because the winner has to play the Avs. Or I hope Minnesota just wins because I'm deathly afraid of Dallas since they've knocked us out the last 2 years. I watched that. The basketball sucked last night. But I guess it's cool that the Celtics lost and that series got extended. I'm not like a Celtics hater or anything. I just like competitive series. Unless it's my team, then I want it to be a sweep.
I get it. And at least things are moving forward in that realm. So good. I just need the Raptors to keep trying to win.
Yeah, that's 2-2. That should be a fun game tonight. I kind of think the Cavs will win, not like fairly easily, but I think the Cavs will win tonight. But that's a 2-2 series, so that's good. The basketball games are good tonight. They weren't good last night, but they're good tonight. And then let's see if the Pistons can get upset. The Magic can pull off the upset. And the hockey's good tonight, so I'll be watching that over Dynamite. Who could possibly care about wrestling?
I get it. Me, Norma's asking if Dynamite's a double taping. It's not.
No,
it's next not. Week they are doing a weird one, but this week they're live in Fairfax tonight. They're live in Peoria on Saturday, so that is a regular show. Next week, though, they're in North Charleston, South Carolina. They're doing Dynamite and Collision, I believe, as one 3-hour block, and then they have Fairway to Hell as like a 1-hour special Collision on the Saturday. I think that's what the airing schedule was, because you saw the May schedule.
Yeah,
and it was something weird.
It was weird. Yeah.
But they commit to 4 hours regardless. So I'm a fan of them splitting it up to the 3 and 1, then having a full 4-hour show. And Meet Norm is saying, I won't. I'm going and don't want to be there till midnight. No, you will, because Ring of Honor will tape afterwards just for you.
Will it? They're doing
No,
ROH tapings, right?
They've started doing, I think, a couple of warm-up matches before, and maybe, I don't think they do the Ring of Honor afterwards these days.
I think for like the 2 hour, like I'd be shocked if there wasn't. When are you going, Meet Normus?
I think he says he's going tonight.
Oh, yeah, they'll probably do ROH matches tonight then. If it's only a one show taping, they ain't just giving you 2 hours of Dynamite. Like, Tony's got to give you 5 hours of wrestling.
It's part of the mandate.
Yeah.
That is the AEW mandate. The WBD mandate is 4 hours of broadcast programming, but Tony is 5 hours of wrestling in house.
Yeah, it might be like dark matches that don't make air, but you'll get more matches than just Dynamite.
That's the thing. So they're doing ROH in studio. They've been taping, but they continue to tape matches at the live events as well, which is the funniest and silliest thing you could possibly do.
Yeah, I don't think that they, again, like air a lot of these matches, but they do just have them because Tony just ain't going to give you just 2 hours of Dynamite. It's like you got to have 30 minutes beforehand and 2 hours after.
Dynamite's in Asheville in 2 weeks. That's going to be fun for the FTR and Cope and Christian, specifically Cope and FTR, because Christian does not live in Asheville.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. All right. Either way, tonight's just the 2 hours of Dynamite. There's no Collision. Collision's live on Saturday, which I like. That's fun. And there's no pay-per-views this weekend, right? No. Next week is Backlash on the Saturday.
At Backlash, yeah.
At Backlash. Yeah. Backlash. And it's maybe a 6 o'clock start? Let's go.
I assumed it was 10. I just always assume it's 10.
What do you mean 10? 10 o'clock start?
Oh, sorry, not 10. 7. I don't know. Yeah, it does say 6. It does say 6.
We're doing 6 o'clock shows. Yeah, and even the live events calendar says 5:30. So okay. I think it's 6 o'clock.
I'm fine with the 6 o'clock start. That means it's over by 9. Their dumb little pre-show or post-show goes like 45 minutes. So we're wrapped by 10. That's completely fine with me.
Let's go. All right, that'll be fun. Let's see what happens in the next couple of weeks. But for now, we just got to get through. We got to get through this week, and then Backlash is next week at Backlash. Backlash. Every year, someone posts that supercut of all the wrestlers saying Backlash. Someone's saying they think Backlash starts at 6 because of the UFC pay-per-view. It also might just be that ESPN's like, hey, how about we start these around dinner time and let the family gather around their chicken tender dinner?
Nah, it's a WWE call. ESPN doesn't care. The UFC pay-per-view would make some sense because the UFC pay-per-views got moved up to 9 instead of 10. So that would make some sense. And the UFC pay-per-views East Coast as well. So I could see that being the reasoning is because of the UFC pay-per-view.
It's funny because like I can't set a precedent because, well, they've got SummerSlam right now slated for 7 o'clock and Money in the Bank at 7 o'clock. So it could very much be that.
Yeah, because it's an actual like UFC pay-per-view. It's not just like one of their fight night events because they have those every single weekend anyway. But yeah, this is like an actual like pay-per-view event. So they're probably conscious of we don't want that to run into each other. We'd rather run into instead of run against each other, rather than run into each other where it's like, WWE's over, let's flip on the UFC show.
Someone asking if they should go to Backlash, take their 2 kids. How expensive is it? You can make that decision. I don't know what expensive is to you. And if you want, I would check, a day of the event. Check a few hours before, see if the kids want to go, pick up tickets on the way, and you might just get lucky. Otherwise, I don't know what your budget's going to look like.
Tickets, the lowest, I'm on Game Time. The lowest tickets are $122.
Sit at the top of the arena type of thing?
Yeah.
It's one way to do it.
Yeah, that's $122 for 2 seats. I mean, how many tickets are you looking for? Because that's obviously gonna
3 because you got 2 kids and yourself.
They might have a wife, might have more than 2 kids.
It's fair. Let's use the bare minimum here.
Oh, it does. Richard does say 2 kids. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. I see 312 row R. Oh, this is Ticketmaster. 101 each.
Okay.
107 if you want to sit.
Does that include fees? I don't know if they bake in fees to Ticketmaster now.
Subtotal is 322.80 with the service fee, so no tax.
Okay.
And this is, I don't know if this is Canadian or American, but I'm looking.
Oh, that's probably Canadian.
Is it? Sometimes
I assume so.
No, sometimes when I'm on the US ticketing, it does differently. I'm not signing into my account for this shit.
I'll check Ticketmaster.
Yeah, you can do that. I just went to the V's website.
Legitimate American dollars here.
So it's the 3 of them. He says his wife's at town.
Okay.
There you go. Have you checked the seating for the golf collision? It looks so weird. Oh, I am anticipating the weirdness of it. I don't even want to look it up. I just want to I want to be surprised by Fairway to Hell. I hope that they, instead of doing any wrestling on the show, they decide to have a golf tournament.
I'd be fine with that.
It should be the conglomeration versus the Death Riders in a golf tournament. That eats up an hour. 4 if you're really good.
It looks like it's 101 for 3 tickets. That's the cheapest, Richard. And it's top of the arena. Oh.
Listen, if the show speaks to you and you think that it looks like it'll be a fun time, then do it. But I mean, you got to want to, you got to like what you're seeing on the card, and you got to want to spend the money to go. It's up to you.
It does look like a good card. I mean, I'm not telling you it's a good card for you, but I think it's a good card overall. Like the 3 matches they've announced I'm interested in all 3 of them. So there's at least that. God, no, they should not air Happy Gilmore 2. Air Happy Gilmore 1, that's fine. But I understand because MJF is in it. What if they air Happy Gilmore 2, but they got to, cut out Becky? They just, I don't know, put Jamie Hayter in her spot.
They do a cardboard Jamie Hayter over.
Yeah.
That'd be terrible. Oh man, I listen. If you go, Richard, I hope it's a good time with the kids. If they like the live experience, that's great. But it's up to you. At the end of the day, if the money's worth it and you want to go, have fun. It could be a really fun show. I was thinking the other day, 10 years ago almost 10 years ago was the Survivor Series in Toronto when they did Brock and Goldberg and the surprise squash. I spent $40 for my low 100 level tickets.
Yeah, everything used to be just affordable.
It used to be better. And also I've told my story before about how I get tickets. Normally I would get day of the show, and I would wait to get the production holds when they were done and all that stuff. So it was different back then, but that's how I used to get my tickets. Can I find pictures from the show? I can't find it anywhere. They're not here. What happened? No. They're on a different hard drive then. Anyway, I also, apparently in 2016, I went to that Ring of Honor War of the Worlds New Japan show. That was a weird one. Anyway, send pictures if you go, Richard. I'd love to see them. I saw Okada wrestle once.
Okay.
And the Young Bucks and Kenny. And apparently, there's Tanahashi with both of his knees. I think that's Yoshitatsu. What a weird world I was in. Jay Lethal and Mark Briscoe. Oh no, was it Jay and Jay for the Ring of Honor title? Anyway, that was a thing that happened. I don't call Paul and get comp tickets. I wish I could, but that's not what I get to do. Even then, I haven't gone to a WWE show since Mania last year. And that was work. Looks like my next show anyway is going to be an AEW show. Are you okay over there?
Yeah.
Bullet Club Hunter Yoshitatsu. God, I remember this. Oh, man. Speaking of New Japan Pro Wrestling, he has arrived, Jeremy.
The rumors are true.
The rumors are true. Amongst the crowd of people who debuted last night on NXT, of which there were many, the FKA Evil, because they're doing the "we don't know him, but you know who he is" line. They're definitely dropping the NXT has gotten more evil, and you just know they were so proud of themselves for that. But Evil has debuted. He gave not a t-shirt. I thought it would be a t-shirt, which would be very funny. Gave a towel instead to the NXT champion.
Was it a towel? I thought it was like a scroll.
Was it a scroll? I mean, I think it was wrapped up like a scroll, but it looked like a towel.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget to bring a towel. Evil's new name is Towley. I got it. that's the melody to Funky Town. Anyway, Evil showed up. The rumors were in fact true. The rumors that nobody thought were not just rumors. And yeah, we had the debut of Not Evil. Are you excited, Jeremy? Or did all the other debuts take away from the special?
Yeah, they should have waited for all these debuts and just debuted Evil last night. You know, all these other people came in here and tried to take his shine, but I mean, you can't take the shine of Evil.
But you can if you compare him in size to the NXT champion.
I hope they give him a name. That would be nice to know. Whatever his name is going to be. It was good to see him in an environment where he is going to thrive and become the NXT champion.
Are you sure?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay, just making sure of that. Also on the show, Tristan Angels, Cam Hendricks, Tate Wilder, Lizzie Rain, and a fat guy that they could not tell was a wrestler.
Just a fan.
Just a fan. Apparently, if you're a fat guy, you're just a fan in the audience. You're not actually Will Cruz, former Progress Atlas champion. God forbid you tell him about that.
Why would they call him a fan? It doesn't,
because he's a fat guy.
But that doesn't make any sense to me that you would be like, hey, why is this fan jumping into the ring and do it? Is that a fan? I don't know. It's just dumb to me. Are you just burying your security? Maybe someone should get in there if it is a fan instead of hitting a moonsault on your NXT champion. It just seems really dumb to identify the person as a fan. You can do who's that? And I've never seen this person before, but saying is that a fan? Well, if it is, maybe you should get the fuck off commentary and jump in there, and Booker T should punch him in the face before he hits this moonsault. It just
where's Bubba Ray? I know you're back there getting ready to interview people. Where's Bubba to take him backstage and tell him to be a fan?
It was. I just thought it was dumb. It kind of just took me out of the whole thing. Good for Will Cruz. I'm happy he's there, but I was that just seems stupid.
It was very strange. When they called him a fan, I was just really, it's the fat guy that has to be the fan, huh? I can see it being, their reasoning being, we've seen all these people on Evolve or LFG.
Sure.
Bill hasn't been on any of the programming. He hasn't been on LFG or Evolve. So you can make the argument, but it's still stupid. It still looks stupid, but that's probably what they thought.
You can't make the argument to call him a fan. You can say we've never seen this person before. That's fine. I just think calling him a fan is just extremely dumb because it just kind of buries everybody. Again, why are you letting a fan jump in there then? Just where's security? He should have been wearing a mask is the biggest thing here.
That's right.
Yeah, he should have just been wearing a mask and then be why is this fan jumping in here with this mask? I just think calling people who get into the ring fans, just especially with the environment we're in nowadays, where all these dumbass fans want to get closer to the wrestlers, people are going to see this and be oh, look at this fan, he just jumped into the ring, I'm going to do this now. I know that sounds kind of dumb, but look at these dumbass fans that are
yeah.
So
he had the trademark black hoodie. That's good enough.
Yeah, that's true.
But it had white on it, so Triple H was very confused.
Yeah. I don't know. It just stop calling them fans.
It was a really dumb thing, especially because, like you said, it does empower people who don't think to think they can do this. Especially
most fans.
Fair. I like how many NXT PC fans can hit a moonsault. Well, apparently one, and his name is Will. It's just amazing. I saw it and I was just like, a fan? And then afterwards I thought, like, why is it the fat guy that gets to be called the fan? Mason Rook is Will Cruz? No. Mason Rook is evil. We've already established this.
Yeah, Mason and the Mog Squad.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's just a really weird way to debut one of those people. Lizzie Rain, of course, had a fantastic debut, except for that theme. What is this hot for teacher bullshit? Nobody likes them. Nobody likes Def Rebel / I forget who sang the stupid hot for teacher song. Van Halen.
Was that Van Halen?
Van Halen. I just don't like hot for teacher as a theme song.
I don't really know the song.
It's one of those things where you've heard it before, you just don't.
Yeah, I know I've heard it.
Yeah. Anyway, it's silly. Yeah, Van Halen's heavy metal now. You've got Iron Maiden right there. I'm not saying license a song, but like find something in the vein of 80s metal Iron Maiden and you can do it. And Nikita, who was on her 16th gimmick, she was there. She had the match.
American Cream Buster Rhodes.
You know what? Credit to her. She's been through a lot injury wise, and she's also very clearly she's been working on her own fitness goals, and you can tell there's a big difference from 2-3 years ago to how she looks now. She's in great shape. I will give her that. I'm just not much of a fan of her in-ring work or character work.
Yeah. It was a good debut though, and people are raving about her finisher.
It's like the scorpion kick that okay.
She admitted that it was.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, she admitted that she now took inspiration from it, or paying tribute, or flat out stole it. I mean, it looks really cool.
It goes not working.
Yeah, it looks really cool. In principle, it's a dumbass finish, because why is your opponent like holding your leg like that?
Well, maybe they think they're, I don't know. Maybe they think that they're going to flip you over and lay you on your back.
Well, they should do that instead of holding you there.
Well, the idea is that Lizzie's so strong that she just keeps up and then she kicks people.
It's in principle that again, that looks really cool. So I'm not super mad at it. You know what move sucks is that the Shiloh Hill move where he does like a front flip, but he's already standing to like next to the opponent, so he doesn't like front flip like somersault onto the opponent. You watched the match against Ricky Saints, you saw it twice. He went for it twice. Have you never seen a Shiloh Hill match?
Seen and paid attention are two very different things, Jeremy.
Okay. People know what I'm talking about then, hopefully. That move sucks, though, because it doesn't make any sense. Because all your momentum is going, like, one way, and then you're just kind of, like, throwing your head. Like, you're better off standing on one side and front flipping onto him, and then your momentum comes down on him. It just looks so dumb. Like, it doesn't look like... I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing. I guess it's an inverted senton. It's not even that, though. Like, it's just, let me front flip onto you instead of, like, let me just front flip in the position that I'm in and just land onto you instead of, like, go over you where I get more momentum onto. I don't know. It just looks stupid.
It's not for you. That's all.
No.
Louis right, by the way. The Soul Snatcher does suck. It looks good, but it makes zero sense.
She at least sets it up really well. That's kind of like the 21 plex where people are like, "Oh man, the setup sucks," but it looks really cool. Now he does it where he picks him up off the ground, and so now like the setup looks a lot better. But yeah, it can look bad if the setup is bad, but they've done well enough for both Bandito and Sol Ruca to where the setup has gotten so good, or at least tolerable, that it still makes the move look cool. Now there are some instances where it's very clear, like, hey, let me just stand here for 20 minutes while you do this move, and then it doesn't look good. I mean, the one Soul Snatcher I'll never forgive is the the dumb Rumble Soul Snatcher, which even she was like, "This is stupid."
Happen.
and Triple H is like, "No, it's a moment. It's gonna look cool." And it's like, what? Knock it off.
Well, be prepared because you're going to get a whole lot more of those stupid setups coming forward when she debuts on Raw next week.
No, like she'll still do like it just didn't make sense in the Rumble environment. Like I think it's a fine move to do like in a normal setting, but for the Rumble, like it doesn't make any sense to want to go for this move on the ring apron like that. It was just like there's no great ending here unless you actually land on the apron. She's going to end up hitting this thing and winning a Rumble with it, by the way, in the next 3 to 4 years. But it just still looks stupid.
How do you win a Rumble doing that move?
They're both there's battling on the apron, and she does it, and she hits it. She has to land it perfectly onto the apron. Like, that's the thing. It's very tough to pull off, but you know they're going to try it. You know they're going to try it.
She's got to hit it on the apron that sends the momentum of the opponent off the apron.
Well, it just hits she hits the cutter, and then the opponent just like falls down off of that, and she still lands nicely on the apron.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a tough move. Like, that's why it didn't make any sense for her to go for it in the Rumble this past year, because Liv just like shoved her away. It's like, no, dummy, why are you even trying this? Let me just shove you, and now you're eliminated, and I win. Oh, yeah, it's a tough move to pull off, but you know they're gonna actually try it.
Yeah, they are going to try it. It's just I'm trying to think of the physics of doing it. Like, I understand the way that you're setting it up. I'm just trying to like picture it in my head, because it's not a move that is typically gonna get someone out of the ring. It is you're doing a flip to hit on the other side of where you land to sense it. It's positioning. It's positioning it properly so that the person who lands doesn't look stupid, and Saul, who's doing the move, doesn't look stupid either. But yeah,
it's tough to hit too, because the angle of it, when she's hitting it in the ring,
that's what I'm getting, the angle.
Yeah, that's why it looked dumb when she went for it, because she was already halfway out the ring when she does her flip onto Liv, and that's why Liv was just like, push, just go away. Yeah, the angle is tough because she has to hit it straight line, but the ropes are not straight lined, and it just makes it look difficult. But they're gonna try it. That's why
they're cornered at that on the apron.
Yeah, it looks dumb, but they're gonna try it at some point, and it's gonna happen. Honestly, it's gonna happen, but it still looks stupid.
It will. Well, at least it'll be actually her doing it and not AI Saul Ruka.
Allegedly.
Last night, because that was whew. That video was ass. Put it like that. Both of these women being AI'd for no reason. A burning ship. Someone saying I hate all wrestling. At least I'm an equal opportunity hater. If someone can say anything about me, it's that I am not. I am not into one brand. I am against all brands equally. Brawl Suka. Well, it's Suka all right. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. It was a busy NXT, and my favorite part of all of it was at the very beginning. They show the triumvirate. It's Shawn Michaels and Matt Bloom and Robert Stone sitting at that big desk being like, what are we going to do? Go find people. No, the time for talk is over. Blah, 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 blah. Then all these people show up. And then at the end of the show, it's Tony D walking up to the same three men sitting at the same three table who apparently haven't moved all night, going up to them and just being fired up, being like, yeah, I'm going to knock them all down. And it's like, what are we doing here? It was a very strange ending to the show.
That was very funny that Tony D'Angelo just comes in there. It's like, let's effing go. Like, yeah, I love this chaos and stuff. I'm like, man, just give me mob Tony D'Angelo back. I don't want this version of Tony D'Angelo.
Problem is, then you got to take back Stacks, and Stacks is too busy eating pins.
You don't have to take back Stacks. He can have a new family and stuff. I just think this character just kind of sucks. Like, he came out for his promo, and he's like, the one thing to change about NXT is that there's always chaos, and there's always people looking for opportunity. And I was like, okay. I thought you were like a vigilante type dude, like looking for revenge, and now you got the title, and now I guess people are hunting you, and you're like, yeah, chaos, I love this kind of stuff. It's like, it's not doing anything. I like Tony D'Angelo, and I understand like his gimmick kind of had a shelf life, or at least a ceiling. I don't know about shelf life. It had a ceiling, I don't think it has shelf life at all. I think you could do so much stuff with a mob leader. I mean, look how many friggin' movies of mobs are made, and they're the same, but they all rule, and they're all different in some way. No, I don't think it had like a shelf life, but it obviously had like a ceiling of some way. But it just this character is like, all right, not feeling it.
I hear you. He's just angry, but he's also excited.
He's not even angry. He's fired up. He's like, yeah, chaos. Bring on all these challengers.
I thought he came back angry, though. Wasn't he angry?
Well, he kind of did. That's what I'm saying. But now he's not.
Now he's all excited because he's just making NXT more violent. Is that what we're supposed to do?
I mean, fair on that, but...
I need more violence in my wrestling. That's what I need.
Well, it's not actual violence, though. It's just hitting moonsaults.
Yeah, moonsaults. Big talking moonsaults. More Sol Ruka soul snatchers. Maybe not. Maybe not. Kalani Jordan beats Ren Sinclair because the match was longer than 7 minutes. That's my takeaway from this whole thing. Ren was at a disadvantage. She didn't have a time limit to work with.
Yeah. I like this match.
Title matches are 5 minutes, but either way.
Yeah, they're 5 minutes. This was fun. I like Ren Sinclair. I don't know like how far she's gonna like really go, but
she's a champion, Jeremy. How dare you?
Speed champion doesn't matter. But she's I do
the
like
fastest woman alive, according to the thought process of the other guy in Birthright.
I like Ren Sinclair and I like Lonnie Jordan, so this was fun.
I really wish we had a ED medicine sponsor for Tuesdays or for Wednesdays, I guess, when we could talk about the fastest man alive, and then we could segue into ways that you wouldn't be the fastest man alive. But you know, we can only do so much here. So if you have an ED medication and you want to pay us, we will talk about it. Yeah, I mean the big conversation point from last night's show was they're restocking the shelves, and Mariah May is dead. Sorry, not Mariah May. Blake Monroe is dead, but she's still posting from the grave. Good for her. Posting on Twitter. She's like, I'm dead. Oh, that was good stuff.
Yeah, Tatum Pax is like, how are you posting? What are we doing here?
That's the way it should be. No. At one point, she's like, I'm dead, mind you. Something on social where she's like, mind you, I'm in the ground right now. as WWE posted the segments.
I mean, she can't help but just post. Like, bless her. She's a poster.
She is. For better or for shits. Oh, that rules. We'll see where that goes.
I mean, she didn't say anything bad. She didn't like get herself in trouble or anything, but she is just a poster. Like she's gonna post those pictures and post those pictures.
Dark State, they lose, but they're going after the tag titles next.
Yeah, I sold my Dark State stocks a long time ago. I'm sorry.
Yeah, about glorious. Yeah.
Yeah. Once they won the tag titles, and then it was obvious when they were going to lose them, I was like, all right, they ain't going to get any higher after this. WWE is very good at like doing the initial vigilante stuff, and then they got no idea what to do after that, and that's been the case here. And they're going to split pretty soon.
WrestleVotes tweeted that WWE still doesn't have a name for evil. Amazing. Was that actually our guys? Amazing. I love it. His name should just be Vile.
Vile?
Vile.
Okay.
Why not? I think that would be a good name. What would you call it? Mason Rourke.
Yeah, it's Mason and the Mog Squad. That's just his whole name. He doesn't even have the squad.
Fair. I don't think they actually posted that. Are you sure you just got Grays? Was it Wessel votes? Did you just get got by Wessel votes? I think you got. You should be ashamed of yourself. We're going to see. Oh, they haven't posted. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't know what they're going to call him, but I don't care because he's on the show and he's going to win the title. And then he's going to go to the main and he's going to beat everybody. And then House of Torture will come to NXT. Are you okay? Are you here? Are you in on this?
What? Yeah. Sorry. You see the chat. I gotta check in on this stuff. That's all.
That's fair. It was TC WrestleVotes. TC said, I'm told WWE has yet to decide on a new name for Evil. There it is. It was TC. I don't follow TC. Gotcha. I like both guys, but I don't follow TC because I feel like if I get it from one, I'm getting it from both. Also, they kind of work on that. Anyway. All right. What's next? I think that was really it from NXT that like stood out. Thea Hale was on the screen for 5 seconds. That was nice. When Callie Armstrong,
she tried to. Yeah, I like Callie Armstrong.
That'll be good. Callie versus is it Jada Parker next week?
Jada Parker, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Hope Callie Armstrong runs over Jada Parker and continues showing us that Jada Parker is really good at talking herself into matches that she just doesn't win.
I don't know. With Jada Parker, they had something with her for a while and she got hurt and then she just kind of got surpassed after that. And we'll see if they try to put some more stock into her with everything. But I have no idea. I assume she might get called up sooner rather than later for other reasons, but who knows what they're actually going to do with her. Sean Legacy returned. Birthright stocks are dead.
They were never up or down.
No, the afterbirth stocks have never been a real thing. But yeah. Ricky lost on his way out.
As one does. As everyone who was on the show moving up did. JC lost, Blake lost, Ricky lost.
Yeah, I will continue to argue that why is the main roster taking losers? Why don't you want the people who win?
What's funny is that the last guy they did that with was Oba, where he won on the way up. And he just vacated the title. I thought he was having a heart attack, but instead it just looked that way. And instead he was giving up the title and going up to main, and that was it. So yeah, everyone's just losing up again, and that's the way they did it back in the day, and now it just looks.
That's how they've always done it. I've complained about this for a very long time. It's not going to change. Like I don't think at the end of the day, it's not the biggest deal in the world. Like you lose on your way out of the territory and whatever. It's honestly fine as long as your main roster presentation is good and you're not immediately losing there. No one's gonna remember that Ricky lost to Shiloh Hill or be like, why isn't Shiloh Hill on the main roster instead of Ricky Saints? Like no one really cares. It's just a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah, I get it. I don't think losing to Shiloh is a bad thing, by the way, because they clearly love that dude. And the fans are absolutely behind whatever he's doing. So, I get it. They're putting a lot of emphasis on not only Shiloh Hill, but also the Tatum Paxley friendship. And I really hope they don't turn it into a will they, won't they, get together. Just let them be friends. Let the weirdos just be friends. They don't need to be romantically linked. Just let it be. They're just friends. But I've seen people be like, they should get together. And it's like, no, they shouldn't. Not everything should be high school.
Yeah. No, I'm fine with them just being cool friends who do friend things. Yeah, they like Shiloh Hill. They like Tatum Paxley. Oh, okay. And Tate Wilder showed up.
They should call him Taint Wilder.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
No. The young kids are very excited about their new tall woman in their group.
Oh, Bailey Humphrey?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to get the reference. They're calling her Michaela though, because she's got the new name. She can't
right. It's gonna take me a week or two to get used to that.
She only used her name once.
Yeah,
so I get it. But yeah, she's not Bailey. She's Michaela, I think. But yes, the Vanity Project. She wasn't on the show though, so it's just them talking about how excited they are to have her around.
If people are saying Nox Raijin is the new name for Evil, that's the name they trademarked last night / this morning, and I kind of thought the same thing. I was like, maybe that's gonna be his name. That name sucks.
Well, maybe he's from the School of Hard Knocks.
That's the most NXT ass name you could give anybody. Just Nox Raijin. That name sucks. Just go.
Do they think the Raijin is the opposite for Gaijin?
I don't know. I don't know what they think it is.
I didn't hate the theme. I see someone saying the theme was awful. I didn't think it was terrible.
Raijin is the Japanese Shinto god of thunder, lightning, and storms. Why don't you just go with Raijin? Why's the Nox got to be there?
Well, because everyone needs a first name.
Just go Raijin all caps.
we're gonna find out that Knox was like his grandmother, who he really loved and cherished and raised him, and that was her name. And then we're all gonna be like, all right, fine, Knox is fine, it's fine.
I'll get used to it. Like it's fine. It's just I don't know. When you're so used to his name being evil, like going into like a 2-word name is just tough for me. Like at least with Walter, it changed into Gunther, but it was still just 1 word, and it was still boom, straight to the point type of thing. Like imagine if his name was Gunther Schwarzenegger. I don't know.
They were going to name him, remember? It was a German U-boat officer. They had a last name for him.
Oh, right.
And it caused a whole fuss, which rightfully so. You should probably brush up on history before you name someone after a German U-boat commander. It was Gunther, full WWE name. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, I do remember this.
Yeah, they wanted to call him like, I forget what it was. I forget what the name was.
Can you not find it?
Nah, I can't. I just gave it up.
Oh.
Gunther Stark.
Stark? Okay.
Yes, Gunther Stark.
All right.
It was going to be Zoe Stark's brother.
Yeah, but like imagine if they would have kept like Gunther Stark. To go from Walter to Gunther Stark seems weird to me. Like I would just, if you already have one name, just keep it one name. This is what Cope struggled with, right? He was Edge, and he's like Adam Copeland, and he's like, I don't like that, so I'm just gonna be Cope. Like, all right. I don't have a hand sign for Knox Rygen. I don't even know how I would do that. Like N O. I can't do X. Yeah, I can't do X with one finger.
Yeah, you just have to call him N-O-X. You throw up the X, brother.
Like, why don't you just go like Knox, all caps?
Somewhere Tegan Knox is crying.
She's retiring at the end of the year. It's fine.
Allegedly. Unless that big contract comes up.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with that. Knox Rygen. Just call him War. You gave him the battle towel.
He should do the Braden Walker. He should go, I am the one who knocks Rygen.
They're going to make fun of him so bad.
Yeah, this name sucks.
Again, we're going to be eating our words when we find out that Knox is because of some familial connection.
No, I'm sure it is, and we'll get used to it and everything. But it's still like for now, like the name sucks. Like, you know, I have the hang up of like it being a 4-letter name, and now it's a 2-word name. Again, like Mariah May to Blake Monroe. Okay. Like, I didn't get super mad at that. Ricky Starks to Ricky Saints. All right, it's similar enough. And going from a 4-letter name to now a 2-word name, that's like not even close. Like there, like it. It's just, I'm not a fan of it.
It's fine. I'm very excited for what he calls his House of Torture here in WWE.
The Mog Squad. Knox and the Mog Squad.
Knox and the Mog Squad. The Knox Squad. Knox you. It's going to be the School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah, the School of Hard Knocks. Yeah.
He's going to get all the birthright guys, and they're going to rebrand.
No. I do not put Afterbirth with Knox Rygen.
I am the one who knocks. Is there an adult star with the first name Knox? Let's find out. There has to be.
Yeah, there would have to be, right?
Last names. Lots of last names.
Okay.
Lots of last names.
House of Hard Knocks. Yeah.
And if you want hard knocks, anyway, I just can't do it. Oh, so yes, that was effectively NXT. A show where a bunch of people showed up and you don't know who they are, but you do know why they're here, because they're here to cause Havoc or something.
Chaos. I love how that's always like the NXT lines, like, oh, they're gonna be causing chaos.
They're here to
everything.
Point. Did anything else?
Hideo Itami sucked. Like, I hated that name. That was another thing of like, you're going from Kenta to Hideo Itami. I don't like it. It sucks.
The name generators don't always match. I'm sorry to say, folks. We'll get used to it. We'll just call him Raijin, and that'll be it.
No.
The Ragin' Raijin.
I'm going to continue to call him Nox or Evil.
When Money in the Bank comes to Nolans in September and Evil's been called up, they'll be calling him the Ragin' Raijin. He'll be from
hope that's
Louisiana, Japan.
I hope that's not true.
So excited for it.
No.
He's going to tell Nox jokes.
I hope so. That would actually be a hilarious gimmick.
He's just going Nox, and then someone says, "Who's there?" and he just punches him in the face.
He's Raijin. Nox, who's there? Raijin.
The Raijin Gaijin. The Raijin Gaijin. This is terrible. You know what? AI made this. They made up this name. What would you call this Japanese talent? Oh, God. Anyway, well, if you ask TKO, the use of AI is tremendous. Post Wrestling got their hands on the TKO Town Hall meeting that was held earlier this week. And a lot of news came from it. First of all, the big news was Nick Khan talking about monitoring the situation in the Middle East and that WWE is planning to go back to Riyadh. That was announced officially that they're going to Riyadh on June 27th for Night of Champions. And the idea that, they'll keep going as long as they're still welcome to travel to Saudi Arabia. That was one of those things. But we got a little bit more about the actual town hall itself. And their CFO, Andrew Schleimer, he spoke at the town hall about the use of AI in the company. And he cited using AI for data and analytics and using it to enhance broadcast, which we've seen and we haven't really taken such offense to. And when the initial conversation about AI in storylines came out, the conversation and the talking point, or at least what was explained to many people, was that the AI was being used as a tool to keep track of things, to basically sort things and make things just kind of make the process a little easier. Well, then Mark Shapiro on the same call called the embrace a major priority and emphasized, this is according to the article, how AI could help employees become more efficient and productive. And they talked about fighter rankings and then continued on and said that Nick Khan, this is a quote now, Nick Khan and Triple H are using AI for storylines with WWE. What's resonating? What superstars are resonating? In what pockets of the country are they resonating? That helps us with, obviously, our content, our editorial, our creative, our mapping, our touring, and, of course, maximizing revenue and getting our product out to the fans most in need of it. This man's talking as if WWE saves lives. Gotta love it.
Might.
That's Mark Shapiro, the TKO president and COO. Did he speak openly about it, or did he just use a bunch of talking points and think that this was the right way to say it? But either way, this is a very high up member of the TKO board and employee, the president, saying that AI is in fact being used for storylines in WWE on a higher level than just keeping track of things. Oh boy. If you thought the opening of today's show using ChatGPT was bad, brother, you've seen what the show's been looking like on WWE side using ChatGPT and other AI bots. And the music too, allegedly. But, no one's proved that one yet.
I think Mark Shapiro just says things.
I also had that thought.
I don't know if WWE uses AI for storylines. I don't want to go as far as saying they are doing storyline generations through AI, because I have no idea. If that's the case, then sadly fired some of those 500 writers that you have if you're just going to use AI for all of this, because why do you need these writers in that case? I don't want that to happen. And this is why I have a hard time believing like they are fully using AI for this kind of stuff. I think they're using it for kind of the reasons that Shapiro mentioned, of like kind of statistical reasons of like, okay, when was the last time we did this? How, like, can we time out like this stuff if we add this type of thing? Like, I think they're using it for maybe simplicity stakes, and I think AI has a use for simplicity stakes. If they're actually using it for storylines, then it's very funny, but it's very dumb as well. If they're just like, hey, what's the next step in this Rhea and Tiffany Stratton feud? Like, well, Tiffany can go point to her watch and be like, it's Tiffy time. And Rhea can be like, mommy's always on top, even if it's Tiffy time. Like, yeah, great idea, AI. It just, what is AI really giving you on this? This is where I would use it and see what it has to say, but we killed the bit earlier, so I won't do it, although I do think we'd probably get a funny response.
Yes, would we get a funny response for the bit? Absolutely. However, we are environmentally conscious, and we don't want to, kill an entire rainforest by being stupid. But regardless, this is hilarious to think that there are so many people who work in this industry who are old school wrestling minds. And while we don't necessarily love everything they come up with, they're still so deep in the business that like they have a mind for certain things that have happened. I mean, unless they've been hit in the head so many times that CTE is reality. But for them to then turn to AI and be like, oh, this is the future, this is the way to tell stories now, and to believe it instead of being the carny idiots that most of them are, is actually impressive. It's like you've gone full circle. I don't understand what they're going to use it for, or what they are using it for. I see what Mark Shapiro is saying, and you and I have just said it. He could just be talking to talk. Some of these things, to a person who doesn't watch wrestling and doesn't care and is not in the bubble, thinks this is probably cool, right? What's resonating? What superstars are resonating? AI may have written this entire speech for him. We don't know. He says, that helps us with content, editorial, creative, mapping, touring. I don't necessarily see how AI is going to help your touring unless you're going to tell me what's the easiest way to get from point A to point B, unless you're talking storyline mapping, at which point we just proved to you why it doesn't work. But if you're using literally touring mapping, like where to go, then like what happened to looking at Google Maps and figuring it out?
I think that I think that it can be useful for that if it's like, hey, where are like some of our hottest markets? Like, I don't use AI, so literally today was the first time I've ever used ChatGPT. So I don't know like all the information that it like does or doesn't have. I guess I use AI every time I Google something, because now every single first answer is the AI overview. But I don't know what kind of information it does or doesn't have. But if you Google or AI ask of like, hey, how did we perform in this market last? And then it can kind of give you a map of everything. And be like, okay, well, we were good here, we weren't so good here, so maybe we don't go here. Like, I can see how that works for touring and things like that. Or it can be like, all right, does this place have an arena this size? So, like, you should already know this stuff, and you should have departments and people who know this stuff. But if a quick little AI thing helps you get to the answer faster, then okay, I can get that. I don't use. I'd say Siri. It'll probably like pop up and be hello. I don't use Siri. I never use it. So I really don't use AI that much. The most I use it is I use it for CapCut when I make shorts, and it does the auto captions for me, so I don't have to transcribe the caption. It's very useful for that, but I don't use it for like anything, honestly. Like, I don't even use it to be like, hey Siri, set a timer for whatever. Like, I don't even do that. It's gonna set a timer now, but like I don't even do that.
Once again, we've talked about this ad nauseum on our show, and we continue to. As a tool, yes, chatbots, AI, things like that are useful as a tool. They are not useful as a catch-all for your entire process. You shouldn't be writing or asking it to write you an entire creative story in this case, or an essay or anything like that. Those are easily, by the way, debunked by people now, because there are people who are able to debunk when AI is being used, and call out your shitty AI behavior. There are things that are good that come out of AI. That's not really the conversation. The conversation is when you're using it as the only stopgap between you and your brain. When your critical thinking and your ability to actually do any editorial work on what it spits out, when you just take it as fact, that is where AI fails. A human still needs to be there to fact check the AI. Does it get better? Absolutely. Does that mean that it should be used 100% for all research purposes or all creative writing purposes? Absolutely not. It has a case and it has a use, but it's a tool, not the entity. That's been the ongoing saga here. It has a place. It's just not for this.
Yeah.
Still, Mark Shapiro just talking out of his ass.
I think Shapiro just says stuff. It's the same thing where when he was talking about like, oh, we have creative control over everything. Like, I don't think Mark Shapiro has creative control over everything. I don't think Mark Shapiro cares what Lyra Valkyria is doing on Raw.
Do you think he knows who Lyra Valkyria is?
He might. Like the bird lady, right? She goes, woo.
He does.
I don't know.
Love to see it.
Like, I don't think Mark Shapiro knows any of that stuff, and I don't think he cares to know any of that stuff. When he talks about like having kind of creative control, it is literally like, hey, Jelly Roll wants to be involved. Figure something out for him. Hey, McAfee, well, he might not want to be involved, but we want McAfee involved. Figure something out for him. Hey, we're talking with Tom Brady. What can we do with Tom Brady? Type of thing. Like, that is his creative control of what he is talking about. But, people are going to run with things because of course they are. So when he says like they're using it for storylines, people are just going to assume like, oh man, they're generating storylines to use for all of these wrestlers. And I don't think it's that deep. I hope it's not that deep. Maybe it is. Maybe it is like, hey, we want to book a feud between Tiffany Stratton. I don't know why I keep using Tiffany Stratton.
Well, it's really Tiffy time for you today.
I love Tiffy time. Drop. Want to see you drop. A banger theme song. That's the only good theme on the roster. We want to do a feud between Tiffany Stratton and Kiana James. Book it to WrestleMania 45, and they lay out the whole story for Tiffany Stratton and Kiana James to get to WrestleMania 45. Maybe they are using AI for that. If that's the case, you should probably have better ideas, but whatever.
This is funny because, hold on, Ryan saying, you think Mark Shapiro can name the last 5 WWE champions? Yes, because 3 of them are Cody Rhodes. And one of them is John Cena. So I think he'd be okay.
Maybe. I don't know. He's like,
he'll blank on Drew, but he'll get Cody Rhodes.
It's like Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, and Roman Reigns. They've all held the title the last 5 times, right? Like, in some form or fashion, sure.
I used AI to find out who the last 5 WWE champions were. Bruno Sammartino, Tito Santana. It's going to be just that.
Last 5? That's the first 5.
Oh, well, here you go. Hey, Cody, John, Cody. Oh, somebody reset Mark Shapiro. He's glitching out again. Oh, man. Anyway, the other big piece of news that came from this was Nick Khan. The Khan's being on top really just bugs me. Nick Khan teasing the staff and saying, wait until you hear the announcement on where we're going to be for WrestleMania in 2028. But before that, also saying that it was his decision to do Vegas twice, and he's like, maybe we don't need to do that one again in terms of back-to-back. But then he cleaned it up but it ended up being a successful event. So yes, 2028 WrestleMania. Where will it be?
I don't know. They owe WrestleMania to like 5 different cities right now. I have no idea. I don't think people are going to remember this quote by the time they announce WrestleMania 2028, or if they do, then it'll be to like dunk on it or whatever. What did Janela say? Because I don't want to repeat what Janela said. Because as far as his quote tweet on whatever on what Nick Khan had to say, like I feel like it might be the White House, honestly.
Yeah, could be. He said, "I'm thinking Israel."
Oh, okay.
Which like they don't have a stadium big enough to begin with.
Well,
but I guess they have a soccer pitch that you could do it in.
Well, they can build one in enough time.
Contrary to popular belief, there are legitimate rules there compared to other countries. I understand where people are coming from. I do, but there's a little bit more. If they're doing things outside of their own country, it's a different scenario. But Teddy Stadium in Jerusalem holds 31,733, so you can probably fit about 40,000. Still not big enough. Samuel, even then, like I wouldn't go to Jerusalem. I'd go to Tel Aviv because, sorry, I'm a Jew. I have been to Israel. I know that shit's going on there that's not very good, and I don't agree at all with what the government is doing and how they're treating people. Just want to put that disclaimer out there. But I've been there, so I can at least tell you from a having been there standpoint that if you're going to go anywhere in Israel, you probably go to Tel Aviv because it's the most like advanced and culturally inhabitable place. Jerusalem just sounds like it's not. You don't want to go to Jerusalem for this. But the Tel Aviv stadium, the Maccabi Tel Aviv stadium, only holds 30,000. That's not big enough.
Yeah. I think it's going to be
the White House.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the White House. Like they're going to build.
2028 is, I guess that's the last year of his supposed term right now.
Well, there you go. That's why they're going to try to get it done for 2028, since that's the end of it. Hopefully.
I think you want to see how 250 goes first. How the UFC show goes.
They're going to call that a success no matter what. So
yeah, but I mean, it'll be telling if they call it a success and then they don't do. I'm not saying one is the other, but like if they are seriously looking at White House 28, then if the UFC event is a success, then you can definitely make a connection to the two. But if it's not a success and maybe there were talks about White House 28, something would have gone wrong for UFC to have changed that direction. Again, assuming that's the direction they would go.
Is he out by 2028?
He got in 2024, didn't he? Wasn't that when he took inauguration?
I think so.
It was January 24, so by January 28 he'd be technically done, right?
Oh, all right. Well, maybe the new president will shut it down. My guess is they're just like, well, he's gonna get a third term because all the rules are gonna change by then, and he's just gonna be back in here, and so we're gonna do it. That was my first thought of was White House, but
I made the joke about, I posted the picture of he's out in January 29.
Oh, okay, then
because the inauguration was 25. He won it in November 24. Thank you, folks. I am the Canadian in the room, so I can only be so on top of it.
And I try not to. I just want to know when it's done.
I get it. Eyes down, eyes on the floor, always gazing at the floor. Beautiful God's parquet floors. Anyway, that's a Simpsons reference. What was I going for? Oh, the picture I posted. I posted the London mayor with the tiny title. I made that joke because do I think it's happening? No. Would I like it for the London, for the UK fans to have that opportunity? Of course I would. They would have a good time with WrestleMania, and the show would be on in an earlier hour here. If you thought WrestleMania starting at 6 was nice, imagine WrestleMania starting at 10 a.m. Whew, I'm all in on that.
Yeah, this is where I'm at, Louis. That's why I'm he'll still be there, because
listen, we're gonna see
rules are gonna change.
We're gonna see what midterms look like. It's a very good point. It's a whole other conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do back-to-back years. How did I get a thumbs up there? Whatever. I don't think they're going to do back-to-back years outside of the US either. I don't know. I know they're already talking about how much money they're losing on the UFC White House. This is true. The difference is I'm pretty sure they're not like charging for that. That's a like we're doing it on the lawn. Come
but
serve.
Like, do you think people are going to show up to Mania on the White House lawn? This is not the UFC fan. Now we're talking about WWF. Now we're talking about wrestling fans who are skewering.
Yeah, they were never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke.
No, but they are skewering more left than they are anything else compared to UFC fans. Compared to UFC fans, WWE fans are peaceniks.
Okay.
You can disagree, but like there are studies that show.
Okay.
Am I going to regret this?
I'm not making that joke on air, but
I wish you would. It only works because I'm here. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what I don't know what it means. It honestly, like, that's the other thing. This could just be Nick Khan talking out of his ass because
yeah, that's honestly what I think it's gonna be.
Like
but...
Minnesota, Nashville, not even Nashville, Minnesota, Indianapolis, and there's one other city that I'm thinking of is O to WrestleMania. Technically Nashville because of the whole like there was a commitment, but there wasn't a commitment. Like those are 3 cities alone. Indy's one of them, and 2 of the 3 of them are owed a WrestleMania. So yeah, like
I don't care about that.
Yeah, between New Orleans and Indy, those 2 have already been committed to one.
I was looking to see like let's say it's not the White House. The White House again, I'm just throwing it out there because Nick Khan said, "You won't believe where we're going to go." And that was just my initial thought. I was looking to see about like just stadiums in DC. They're building a new stadium for the Commanders, but it's not supposed to be done until 2030. So I don't think that one's going to be ready. But there's obviously other stadiums in DC that maybe they can run. But yeah, they're not gonna have the new stadium until 2030. Otherwise, get ready for them to run there at some point.
Yeah, they'll probably want to, but I don't know. Yeah, the Nashville Stadium opens 2027.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
That's really what you come down to looking at is who's going to be open for business more recently. The Silverdome brother. He's dead now, so we can't really make that. Well, I mean, we can make the joke, but he can't. Someone else will have to make it for him.
Ryan throwing out Wrigley Field, and I don't know if he's joking because Ryan's sarcastic, but I wouldn't dismiss that.
It's April though in Chicago.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing with Nick was part of the reason moving away from like certain venues and going back to Vegas is because it's home to him, so it's easy. But like weather wise, they don't want another Philadelphia. They don't want another experience like they did doing
like cowardly.
Well, you know, they want all the accolades that came with it, but they don't want the weather that came with especially the first night where it was cold as hell.
Yeah. I mean, what's the weather been like in Chicago these past few weeks?
Mania at my apartment. Let's go. Let's go. I will charge a premium. Tickets will be millions of dollars just to get in the door because we can only fit 15. Can I fit it? Maybe.
Googling weather in Chicago on April 19, 2026. Do I need like the Farmer's Almanac?
You might. WrestleMania 22 wasn't that bad. Not all the Chicago Manias have sucked.
Yeah, but this is outside. Like, to be fair, all the Chicago. Oh, okay. He's just talking about, like, I guess the quality of event.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got the greatest match of all time. It took place in Chicago. Sid main eventing against The Undertaker.
True.
So, we did get that. All right, on April 26th, apparently chilly, windy, cloudy with afternoon showers. That sounds about right.
Yeah, man, that's Chicago at that time of year. That's the problem with April is that you either need an indoor stadium or you need to go south and get the weather.
That's cowardly. Let them wrestle in the rain.
And I get like Sean's saying, they got a rain stoppage in Florida. That was the one time where they had a rain stoppage, and that was 36 when they were, or was it 30? Sorry, 37 when they were in Tampa, and Mimosa Joe very famously in a poncho.
Yeah, no one showed up for 36.
Yeah, it's true. Well, the big fan was there, but otherwise 37. They also had the big drooping rain bubble. Remember that? All the rain had collected on the canopy, and it was just making a big like water bubble. Yeah, I'll never forget that stuff.
It's gonna just be like New Orleans, and like, look, we're making good on New Orleans.
Yeah, it'll be New Orleans or Indiana, and if it's Indianapolis. If it's Indianapolis, then like Pat McAfee's coming back to host, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on where the Pacers are at, because they'll get Halliburton over McAfee.
Oh, they'll ask Halliburton to be in a match if they can in April. Yeah, it'll depend on where the Pacers are at.
Yeah. If the playoffs if they're not in the playoffs, then maybe. But that's also very close to the end of the playoffs. Or it's literally as the regular season.
It's at the end of the regular season.
Yeah, it's literally as the regular season ends, because the playoffs started this year on night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania. So if hopefully the Pacers are back in the playoffs in 2 years, they should be. They're good enough to be. Well, yeah, but you can't like build a match with Halliburton with the expectation. I guess you'd know if they're out of the playoffs by, I guess, March. So maybe you could start building a match in March, but then he's got games to play. It's tougher. I mean, this is why, Rodman and Malone wrestled in the summer and not, that was still a big coup that happened like a month after they met in the NBA Finals. I still think that's one of the like greatest negotiations in wrestling history to be able to make that happen. But yeah, it's impossible to try to get basketball players to do a WrestleMania match, because the season is just too close up against it, and you can't miss, unless you are Dennis Rodman, miss those practices to show up, miss those games to show up.
Toronto Mania, it's happening. And then Maple Leaf Pro can run the Coca-Cola Coliseum.
Oh, Hawaii. Okay, Hawaii's
Alaska.
I don't know about Alaska.
Mania, Alaska, let's go. Alaska doesn't have an outdoor stadium as far as I know. Alaska Outdoor Stadium. I'd be very surprised.
Nah, I could. Hawaii's not a bad call, honestly. They had a stadium in Hawaii, I'm pretty sure.
In Hawaii, they do. I'm talking Alaska.
They should just hold it in a volcano.
In an active volcano? Let's go. Hawaii has Aloha Stadium, because they've done the what do you call it? The bowl there. The Pro Bowl. They used to do it there. It's 31,000 seat though. Not very big. Oh, the stadium in 2024 in a state of abandonment. There will be it'll be demolished in December 2025.
Oh, wow.
So long, Aloha Stadium. We never knew you.
Are they building another one?
I don't see. Oh, new stadium. The new Aloha Stadium is proposed to be a 25 to 35,000 seat multi-purpose stadium in Halawa, Hawaii. It will replace and be constructed on the site of the condemned Aloha Stadium. I guess that explains why the Pro Bowl hasn't happened. 2026.
No, the Pro Bowl, they stopped moving to Hawaii because they just made it a flag football game. It has nothing to do with the stadium. They haven't gone to Hawaii, I don't think, for a couple of years now.
The new stadium will anchor the new Aloha Stadium Entertainment District, also known as NASED, with the area around the stadium to be developed as a public-private partnership in a 20-year period to include entertainment venues, retail stores, restaurants, housing, hotels, recreational sites.
Okay, who cares? When does it open?
The stadium will be open in March 2029 is the completion date.
All right, well, that's probably out then.
Also, it's not big enough. It's still not big enough. It needs to be one of these Superdomes. It's ridiculous.
They'll just build a new stadium.
Fair.
They'll get those great workers from Saudi Arabia that built the entire venue in like 2 weeks. They'll just like, man, these guys are the best of the best at building stadiums. Let's just bring them over here to build us a stadium in 2 weeks.
Whitney Houston. Hold on.
And
okay, so Janet
Will always.
Janet brought in 38,000.
Janet who, Reno? That seems like a lot for her.
Janet Jackson.
Oh.
Pearl U2 in 2006 brought in 45,000. This is at the old Aloha Stadium.
Well, who cares? They can't go there. It's dead. It got condemned.
Yeah, it's being rebuilt. So my point was like, but it's not
going to be ready in time.
It's not going to be ready, but 2029 it could be.
Okay, but that we're talking 2028.
I understand a 35,000 seat stadium turns into 50, 60, but that's still not big enough for WWE.
Yeah, it is 50, 60. They'd be fine with that.
They want 60, 70. They want people going.
Well, they didn't get that much this year, so
maybe don't use AI to book your stories.
Now they'll be fine with 50 to 60.
As long as they can charge a premium, which Hawaii they'll get away with.
Yeah. And they'll say it's 60 to 70, even though it doesn't, hold that many, but they'll be okay.
They'll count all the people in the hotels and the apartments that are on the NASED area. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they barely broke 50,000 in WrestleMania this year per night.
Yeah. Well,
but if you were John Cena and you were taking the over, you would have won all that money according to John Cena, despite being incredibly wrong.
How dare you say they barely broke 50,000? Didn't they announce that it was like 100,000? What was the actual announcement? It was way over 50,000.
Almost 55 on night one and 60 something, maybe 57 or 50. No. Now I gotta look it up. But I do know night one was 55,000.
You sure?
No, I'm not. Are you looking at it?
Okay. All right.
50,816 on night one, 55 on night two.
Okay, so night
so they
two,
did just barely break 50,000 on night one.
Oh, okay.
106.
Well, that's thanks to Montez fucking that they got that high.
That's right. Originally it was 50,815, but there were I assume other pregnant people in the stadium.
They probably tried to count them too. They're like, you got a baby, you got a baby, you got a baby.
They come in and be like, welcome to the show, you pregnant? Welcome to the show, you pregnant?
Like, here's a ticket for your kid. That'll be $3,000.
No, I'm just a fat guy. What are you talking about? Yeah, you'll get a bill in the mail for your next ticket. Oh man. Yeah, just ridiculous. The Thurston numbers, that's the thing. Like the Brandon, you'll get the Thurston numbers eventually, but like WrestleTix is pretty close to the right numbers. What Brandon will normally get is things like comps or try to get suites and things like that. So we'll get it soon. Sir, can you please update your sperm count? That's an extra 3,000 people right there.
They'll however they got to get these numbers, they will get them.
Everybody jerk off in a cup. We got
Who wants to be inseminated so you're counted as pregnant? Like, what are we doing here?
We got work to do.
Do not tell wrestling fans to go jerk off in a cup at a wrestling event. That'll not end well. I mean, I guess it will for them, but it will not end well for everybody around them.
He sits in a cup. It's the dumbest show in the world.
All right, jack off, everybody. Everybody, come on, jack off. I don't care if Jack Perry's not here. Everybody get to jacking off.
Yeah, he's one of the only guys without a title match tonight.
Yeah, he had his on Saturday. That's why.
This is what we do. Don't let anyone tell you our show isn't the best. Oh God, what's left to talk about?
Could you imagine if they had like jerk off rooms at wrestling events? That would be so terrible.
Oh God, stop.
You would have to there would be licensing lost on this. I can't even.
This is why he keeps doing Battleground and not us.
Tony, have you thought about instituting these type of rooms at your wrestling events?
The all-in jerk-off room.
That's why this show is AI, everybody. This is AI.
Jesus Christ. The Bioplex rooms in TNA. We know what they're used for.
We'll have to move on from this conversation.
Yes, we do. Otherwise, it'll be much worse.
Yeah.
Oh God. So there was an update to our Fightful Select article about Santos Escobar and his release.
Okay.
Overnight. Apparently, in the original, we were told, Fightful Select was told, that Santos could spend the rest of his rehab going through the PC and being at the PC to work through his rehab. Apparently, that's not true, according to Fightful Select. So let me just pull this up real quick. It says here, so the full sentences, the WWE line of thinking was that they expected Santos to be healed and near being cleared by the time his 90-day wait period was up. It was originally communicated to us that he could use the PC to rehab his injuries, but we have since been told that that's not the case. So the one thing that people looked at as a silver lining for Santos being released during injury was just told to us as, nah, that's not true. Like, these people don't care about any good PR at this point. It's kind of amazing.
I mean, it's not surprising, but it's also just let him in the building to rehab. Like, why is this so difficult? He's not hurting anybody. He's not going to cause a scene. If he does, then fine, kick him out.
Yes.
But
and also, he is literally the hurt one. He's not hurting anybody.
Just go let him rehab. There, it doesn't make any. Maybe he needs to apply for a membership at the PC. Like, hey guys, can I just get my membership? Usually, you got to go into the building and cancel your membership at the gym and everything, because they don't allow you to do that shit online or through the phone or anything. It's just you got to physically go to the building and cancel the membership. But WWE's like, nah, you ain't coming here at all. You were done. And just let the man rehab at the PC. Like,
does he have to be the son or daughter of a member? Like, what are we doing here? Is this the Freemasons?
He's still kind of technically under contract, right? It's just a non-working.
So yeah, the way that they now cover their asses, they don't call it a non-compete. They just say in 90 days we're not paying you anymore. That's really all it is. And that's really all it's ever been. It's never been a quote unquote non-compete. It's just been a notice of termination. And in 90 days, this is your severance is 90 days away. Effectively, we're going to pay.
And so he should be allowed to use the PC for then.
He should be. And it's a little annoying, to say the least, that now they're coming back and WWE is correcting it and being like, nah, that's not true. To not be able to rehab in the facility where you are known for your rehab facilities is insane to me. Not just that, but he has nowhere. He can't work anywhere else. If he showed up in another company, the best he could appear on screen and just talk.
Well, yeah, and even that, it'd be 90 days, but they don't. They're like, nah, you already have a 90-day delay from when you can appear on television. We want to delay that even further, for your rehab.
Do they think it's gonna turn down the heat on him?
It's already 90 days though.
I get it. And again, it's, if the story is that he would like to work at CMLL and that there's interest there because there was at one point, but it's all in service of getting a dual contract with AEW. I understand it, but it's not going to cool him down anymore to not be on TV for 90 days. Again, you've already tried to cool him off once by throwing a buttload of money at him and saying, here we go. Here's a bus. Here's everything you need. Here's all your money. Stay with us. And then they never used him again. That's one.
In AAA. He was in AAA.
Yeah, for 2 matches, one of which he was injured for. And then he went for a surgery that got botched, and here we are again. He did a second. But again, you've got now 90 days of sitting around trying to rehab. Now the rehab is, I guess, out of pocket, or at least he has to find a different place to rehab because the place that would normally allow him to do it said, LOL, JK, you can't come here, is just kind of gross, which I guess shouldn't be that surprising at this point. You've got the time, you got the space, you let him use it.
He should throw a cinder block through the PC window and then throw a second cinder block through
Bring his kid with him to
the same window. Nah, it's bullshit. Like, though, releasing him in the first place was bullshit. The man's injured. Like, just, I hate. I don't like any of the releases, but I hate when they release people who are injured. Like, it's just terrible practice. This is what they do, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Someone's saying, can he rehab in Mexico? That's not the point. It's not about where he can rehab. It's about having access to the place where he was allowed to rehab while he had a contract, of which he still has. It's just in 90 days, he will not be under that contract anymore. So, like, why does this prohibit him from being able to do rehab in the place where he is still technically employed?
Yeah. It is impossible to cancel gym membership. Did you ever try to cancel a gym membership, Joel?
It's a little different here. I was able to go in and cancel it. You can't cancel over the phone. I need your ID and all that bullshit.
How's that different? That's how it is here too.
Is it? Okay. I was under the impression it was a lot more difficult where you are, but that's just me.
I mean, it's difficult because I tried to cancel over the phone. I'm like, no, you have to. I lived like 20 minutes away from the place I used to go to, and like, no, you have to like come in and like give us a reason and all this. I had to write like a 5-page essay of why I wanted to cancel the gym membership. I had to lie and stuff. I was like, my mom has cancer, which was true. She had breast cancer. I was like, my mom has cancer. I need to take care of her. Like, I can't be coming to the gym and stuff. And even then, they hooked me up to a lie detector test, and they're like, let's see if this is true. And fortunately, I was able to pass it. But man, it's a pain in the ass to try to cancel these gym memberships and stuff. The one good thing about COVID was like they call you, and because I remember a Planet Fitness at this time, and they were like, hey, you know, we're kind of like shutting down. Do you want to, you know, cancel your membership or just put it on pause? I was like, yeah, I want to cancel this thing. Like, please let me cancel this, because I had moved by that point. So I was like, yeah, can I cancel this? So like that was good. But no, the first time I tried to cancel when there wasn't COVID, and you had to go in there and again like fill out all this stuff. I was like, this sucks, man.
Yeah, mine wasn't that bad. I literally walked in. I think I did a workout and I said I got to cancel. Maybe I said I was moving.
Oh, you actually used it the first time, or used it one last time and then was out?
Yeah, of course I was. I was on my way to work that morning.
I respect it. And you gotta like lie. Will saying I hit mine with I'm moving and there weren't any Planet Fitness in the area.
Yeah,
I wasn't really moving. Yeah, you gotta like lie again, man. They made me write an essay over here.
I probably just said I'm moving or I'm switching jobs, which was true at the time, and there were no Planet Fitnesses in the area, which was also true at the time. So it could have been that I just conveniently had the right answer. But yeah, no, when I left Planet Fitness, it wasn't such a big deal. It was just one of those like, yeah, I quit my job and there's nothing nearby and I'm moving. Bye.
Yeah, you can't go in there and be like, I'm broke, I can't pay for this. They'll be like, well, take out a loan, you know? Or they'll be like, oh, we'll put you on like a different membership plan, and so you can do this, this, and this. Have you heard of the Planet Fitness credit card? You can use this, and then, you know, you could just pay when you have the money, and then it's only 2% interest. And next thing you know, you're paying $500 for your gym membership instead of 30 or whatever it is. Now the whole like, I can't pay for that don't work. They'll continue to just hit you with stuff until they can make sure you can pay for it.
Here, let me show you how to take out a line of credit on your banking app. Take it out for me. Show it to me real quick. Yeah. That'd be really funny. It's just like, let me introduce you to our brand new Planet Payday Loans, where you can get a loan for your new gym membership.
Exactly. Like they are not just gonna let you off that easy of like, I can't pay for it. They will find a way to where you can pay for it. That's why you gotta have like a legit sob story out here. Like, oh, you know, my brother has cancer and I gotta really take care of him. And they're still like, well, you know what helps cancer? It's getting a good workout in. It takes your mind off of having cancer.
And then you can also get our Planet Fitness water, which also cures cancer. Does not cure cancer.
They make that shit so difficult, man.
It'd just be like, So I moved to a new condo. It has a gym, and the gym doesn't smell like it does in here, which is a good thing for the gym that I'm moving to. Please let me cancel. You smell bad, and that's it.
The condo gyms, like, you don't like have an actual membership to, right? Like, you
I mean,
just
the
it's just
membership
part of
is
like your
living there is the
yeah,
membership.
that's the membership.
You
Yeah.
you are paying a monthly fee if you own the condo,
Right.
right? Like you do have a yeah, it's all
Right,
part.
but you have like access to it.
Yeah, because I don't have my keys with me, but like we have a key fob, and the key fob gets us into all the amenities in our building.
Right.
Which, like, the best part about our building, if you do own, is that we don't have a swimming pool. And for anyone who's ever looking for a condo to live in, swimming pools are nice. They're also incredibly expensive to maintain. And if you want to take
Yeah.
a place that has very low condo fees, do not get a place with a swimming pool. Maybe look for a place like I'm not going to dox myself. There is a pool every which way nearby, either public or private, very close to us. So yeah, that's nice not having a pool in our building if you're owning and paying a monthly fee.
Yeah, but you like when you move out, like, then your membership is effectively canceled. It'd be hilarious if like it wasn't like, nah, the gym membership is separate from you moving out. You're still paying for this gym membership. If you want to come back and cancel this gym membership, then you need to get back here, and we need to have a full on discussion about. We understand you're moving, but you can still come here to use our gym, and
Well,
it's still going to cost you $50 a month.
at that point, the smart thing to do is to sell the place that you're living in that has the gym. Sell it to whoever, get an extra key fob from the building before you leave, and then keep that key fob so that you can just access the gym and the amenities without paying for it. The person who purchased your unit, well, they're on the hook for that. But you can come back and use the gym anytime you want.
Joel's criminal tips here.
Yeah, well, whatever gets the job done. Your friend's condo building is a 24-hour private grocery store. I shudder to think what the prices are like.
How does like a private grocery store work? Like,
I mean, it's inside there, probably inside the inside of the building instead of outside, like facing the space.
right. And so it's private to them. Oh, see, I'm thinking big picture here of like,
No.
you walk in and you're like, yo, let me get Cheerios mixed with Lucky Charms mixed with Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and so you just get that whipped up as your own special cereal here, and that's how it works.
I think it's more like a convenience store than a grocery store, but it happens to carry maybe some fresh stuff. I don't know. Some places also have like the new Amazon. No one, like, you take what you can and get charged on the way out. Have you seen those?
Or heard of those? What is this?
So it's literally, you walk in, you don't pay. You take a cart, and yeah, it's inside, it's all digital, no employees. Exactly. So it's that. So you take whatever you need, and then it charges you by the weight, and the AI, it uses AI to basically tell you what you took and how much they're going to charge you.
I'd be stealing shit from there.
But you can't, because it sees what you're taking. It goes back and it records your entire session in there, and then it charges you, because you also have to use a credit card to get in there.
Okay,
so
that's unfortunate.
Your credit card gets you in, and it doesn't let you out until you leave, and you're paying for everything that you.
I would just like leave stuff, in my hand, so it couldn't get weighed. Like, oh no, my bad. That's my fault. It was just in my hand.
Yeah, Amazon closed all those stores. That doesn't surprise me at all. But some people are still doing those.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it, so okay.
Either way, they existed. They exist now in the stadiums. So if you go to a game here in Toronto, you can walk into a space, take a soda, take a hot dog, whatever, and it charges you on the way out.
Yeah, I've seen those at like stadiums. I've seen that where it's not so much that, like, it's like a line, and then there's like a fridge effectively, and it's like, grab a sandwich and grab a drink, and then it's just all effectively automated. There's no like person there to ring you up and stuff. You just kind of scan it yourself. It's all like self-checkout, more or less. I've seen that kind of stuff at stadiums.
Yeah, it's fairly common at this point. But someone was saying, what if you eat the stuff in there? They use AI to track your face, and so you get charged no matter what.
Guess what? I went to the Triple H school of hidden faces, and I'm gonna wear a black hoodie with a mask, and they will never know it's me.
They're going to take the guy who had a black mask and a hoodie on and use that credit card to log in to basically charge you for whatever you've taken out.
What if I don't take anything out? What if I just eat it in the store and leave?
You're going to see someone eating it because there's still cameras around the store, and they're just going to charge you for that when you leave. Because they will see that you have eaten it.
Yeah, but how are they going to charge me?
You took it. You ate it. Your credit card scanned you into the space.
Oh, my credit card scanned me in.
Yes.
Oh.
Typically, that's how it is. Your credit card gets you into there. Someone's saying Joel won't let us steal in peace. Well, listen, I can give you criminal tips, but I can also tell you when stupid criminal tips go wrong, and this is one of those times.
And your credit card scans you into this place? I'd be afraid of that. I'd be like, you're not gonna have my credit card like on file at this grocery store.
It's just like the bypass the line using Amex. Every time I go to the airport, I'm like, oh, my Amex can get me through, but it's not my Amex. It's like the Centurion card, all that, and then you get to skip the lineups. And I'm like, I don't trust this. I just don't trust this. But if you're going to be a good thief, you better be looking around at all the times and thinking about what could work, what couldn't work.
Amazon hired people to watch you and charge your account for what you took. Jokes on them, because I, like Colt Cabana, share an Amazon account with my mother. So my mom will get charged for everything.
Yeah, it's changed. Either way. Big news, Jeremy. Fozzy released a new single, so you can expect that to be part of the AEW soon enough.
Should we listen to it?
It's called I Know Evil.
Oh shit, Jericho's going to NXT.
That's why they didn't call him evil, because they knew this song was coming out.
All right, let's listen to Jericho's new song, everybody. Where can I find this? Instagram?
I was on Blabbermouth. That's where it came out.
What the fuck is Blabbermouth?
Blabbermouth is a metal newswire. It's actually owned by Roadrunner magazine. I just sent you the thing in the
I don't know any of these. Oh, it's out now on streaming platforms. I feel like every time I've tried to like stream, all right, let me look on YouTube, because YouTube I at least know works. Remember I tried to use like Spotify and like the audio got screwed up and everything?
I don't, but I'll take your word for it.
All right. Let's see if I can. Okay, yeah, it's on Spotify. Okay, let's listen to this song, everybody. We'll do a live listening party for Fozzy. Unlike Joel being a coward for not doing it for Drake in a couple of weeks.
I ain't doing that shit.
Oh, what is the start? Are you listening?
No, should I be?
Why not?
Didn't want to.
You're the metal person, not me.
I am, but whenever I play things, it usually, usually plays back here.
You can tell me if it's like good or not. It's like digital metal. This sucks so far.
Oh, well. Oh, I hear this. Yeah. This is just them trying something. Oh, there
Chris Jericho's singing now.
Oh, God, he's doing the soft Jericho singing.
Okay.
He's doing some harmonies there.
I'm into it now. It took about 40 seconds, but I'm into it.
Yeah, he's going to use this theme. Yeah.
Oh.
I know who you are. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's trying for an Ozzy Osbourne thing. Yeah, he's going to use this as a theme. He's absolutely using this. Yeah, he thinks this is it. It's not good. Come on. I'm skipping ahead. All right. That's the thing with Fozzy stuff. It all sounds the same. Like it's very verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Is it any good? I mean, music is subjective, much like wrestling. Do I like it? No. Will people like it? Yes. Will he use this as a theme? Almost certainly. Probably by Double or Nothing. It's Fozzy. It's never good. Well, there you go. Can the fans sing to it? Yes. That's the thing. If they can sing to it, they will. He's got to move on from Judas. It's time. They've hit one-hit wonder status with Judas, and I think it's time for them to move on.
I already know the lyrics, man. This is a banger.
Sure. I'm glad you think that way. Good for you, believing in that show, I guess. You're really enjoying this. So if Jeremy likes it, that means that clearly this show or this song is going to be a big deal. It's going to be a big all-in moment. I think he'll use it at Double or Nothing. Is it going to be him? Oh, there it goes. Well, you're not even listening anymore. Now you just got... Okay, now we're getting weird. So the thing is, what's Jericho doing at Double or Nothing?
Broke my headphones.
Good. What's Jericho doing at Double or Nothing? Is he going to face Ricochet again? I hope so. That's what I would do. Just to make people upset. Oh, no. Jeremy's going to have to go to a Fozzy concert now. I'm going to make sure that the ITW GM does this for you. I'm going to make sure your wife takes you to a concert. Why do you like this song so much? Yeah, he's liking this too much. This is the problem. He's going to enjoy singing this song at a Fozzy show. What is this? I think he'll be on Double or Nothing. I absolutely think so. He'll probably have a backstage segment tonight. Everyone will be all excited about it. AEW Dynamite tonight is from Fairfax, Virginia. Eventually, this has to end so that I can preview it and get out of here. Are you ready? Are you done? Did you make it?
That song kind of ruled. I'm not going to lie.
Well, there you go. You'll hear it at Double or Nothing when Jericho debuts it in his rematch with Ricochet.
It's pretty catchy.
I'm telling you, man. It's going to be his next theme.
Fozzy's playing at Sonic Temple.
Have fun.
Let's see here.
Have fun.
I'll go see Fozzy. I hope they sing that song. This song in Judas, I'm all about that.
That's it right there. Jericho and the Bufumos versus the Demand.
Hell yeah. You know he wants to work with them so bad.
Oh, so bad.
Yeah.
But it'll be pre-show, so it won't happen.
Nah, he'll get him on main TV. Or, he'll be, the Jericho thing of like, oh, see, look at me. I'm working the pre-show, guys. See how much of a team player I am?
Yeah. Taking L's, working pre-shows.
He ain't taking the L teaming with the Booms, though.
No, never. You don't do that.
Yeah.
Although Jericho giving the Boom and Doom their first L would be hilarious. And then they turn on him.
Yeah, they turn on him. Yeah.
Building up Jericho versus Big Boom AJ.
That's the all-in main event right there.
Fuck. That's the all-in London pre-show main event.
No, that's the actual main event. Jericho and Boom, that's a dream match for me.
And he tries to take the rest of the family. He's gonna get the rest of the Bufumos. He's gonna get Mama Boom, Mama Justice. He's gonna get the Rizzler. Jericho's gonna get the entire family. This is it. We've booked the territory. Tony, this is why Tony needs to be on the show. None of this jerking off in cups thing. This is the conversation that Tony needs to be here for. He needs to hear Jericho and the entire Big Boom family taking over AEW's pre-show. The all-in pre-show main event. That's it right there.
Not the main event. The actual main event. Not the pre-show main event. The actual main event. No.
Okay, fine. Tonight they're in Fairfax, Virginia. Jericho's not officially announced to be on the card.
That's
Are
lame.
4 title matches tonight. Jeez. All right. You got the Brawling
Title
Birds.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Title Wednesday. Brawling Birds are in action. Jamie Hayter is cleared, as she said last week that she would be cleared this week, and she is cleared, so she'll be on the show tonight. They'll be facing, who knows, some team from the Virginia area.
Maybe.
Roosh is in action. I'm sure he'll be winning a match to make up for the loss that he suffered 3 weeks ago.
Maybe.
Cage and Cope are taking on RPG Vice in a match that will obviously end with RPG Vice taking out Cage and Cope.
Nah, Cage and Cope are going to win. They should squash them.
They won't. You're gonna get Rocky doing his silly dance thing, and then Cage is gonna like spear him out of his boots somehow while he's doing it.
They should squash him.
How do they do that spot? What's it gonna be? Copeland? Is it gonna be Cage or Copeland doing something to Rocky when Rocky's doing the shimmy spot?
I don't think it's gonna be anybody.
Something usually happens after that. We'll see. The World Women's Tag Team Championships are on the line. The Divine Dominion take on Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander. Is this it? Is this finally the moment when Shida turns on Chris after they lose to the Divine Dominion? Or do the Divine Dominion drop the AEW World Tag Team titles to Stat Shida? Shida Lander.
Nah, I don't think the turn happens just yet, but maybe.
All right. The AEW International Championship is on the line. Kazuchika Okada takes on Ace Austin. Did Ace Austin win a match that I missed to get him this match?
He probably won on ROH,
Good stuff. Glad this happened.
Counts.
I like Ace. I just have no idea why this is happening. Other than
it is weird that it's a title match and not like an eliminator, considering Ace Austin doesn't win. But Okada's a fighting champion.
Is that what he is? Is it not a 30-day rule type of thing?
Yeah.
All right. Well, either way, that's a match happening. Quadzilla is going to be in action. I'm very excited for Ace, and I assume Takeshita will be part of this match somehow. He'll be there, and the TNT title's on the line. Kevin Knight, the Jet, defends against Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Could this be the match that MJF wins, gets the TNT title, and Darby says, "Put that title on the line," and it's title versus title at the Double or Nothing show?
No, why does Darby care about the TNT title? He's already won that thing.
Max has to put something up in order for Darby to accept the challenge.
Yeah.
So he should say, you should get the title that you originated, the TNT title, even though Darby did not originate the TNT title.
No, he did not. Nah, I don't think MJF wins, but it also feels weird for MJF to take another loss. I mean, he can do it. Like, he's kind of bulletproof at this point. And it would be a good win for Kevin Knight. And it's not gonna, he's not gonna lose clean or anything. I know people talk about maybe Hangman returns here. Even if it's not like Hangman being there, although it should be, like, I could see just like his music playing.
I don't think Hangman's back just yet.
Okay.
I don't know where he gets factored in, but I think a little more time would be fine.
Yeah, if he doesn't return, he doesn't return. That's completely fine with me. And maybe MJF wins. I don't think he is, but it'd be interesting. I don't like the title versus title thing though. I don't need the TNT champion going after the world title and all this stuff, and then you have to have, if it is title versus title, then the person holds the two titles. No, I don't need all of that. I'd rather Kevin Knight just win and be kind of made here.
I would like that too. I would like for Max to lose to Kevin, but he also has to find a way back into the world title position. Does Max?
Yeah, that's why like him losing is weird, because if we're working under the assumption that he's gonna compete at Double or Nothing for the title, him losing, but again, Max is bulletproof to where he can lose, especially if it is by some type of like distraction or anything, and then Max can do the gimmick of whatever he has to put on the line, which might be, as Will has pointed out, as SP3 pointed out last week, that I'll never challenge for the AEW title again gimmick. Then like the loss just doesn't matter, and Darby gets what he wants of MJF and putting something on the line, something sustainable on the line, and MJF can, and then Darby puts the world title on the line. So yeah, I can see that happen.
Max also has the ability to go Darby into the match by doing something that Darby has to emotionally respond to, because Darby is that emotional babyface. So it could be that Max just goes and takes a blowtorch to Sting's hair and says, "I'm gonna make him bald," or whatever. I don't know. What it is.
Fucking Home Alone villain out here. What?
It is Max. I wouldn't put it past him. It's just the imagery that makes me laugh.
He's gonna cut Sting's beard and shave it.
That's right. I'll rub the space paint off of him. I'll jerk off of this cup.
All right, too far.
Really? A call back is too far?
Yes. Yeah, too far.
All right, fine. I don't know what to expect from this. I think Kevin Knight should come out still TNT champion. I think Max losing would be totally fine. It would continue to make Kevin Knight. That would be
What
good.
if they do a time limit?
I did think about that, but how long is that? Is that 30 minutes? You've already got a stacked show.
They could just say it's 20.
Fair. I don't know what to expect. Could be 20 minutes. So they do it again. A TLD, like it's fine, but it's not. I don't think anyone gets made out of it unless the match is so good that you have to, admit something you already knew, which is Kevin Knight's a really good wrestler.
Okay, here's a suggestion. I'm not saying it's good, but let's go with it here. So Speedball's at ringside and everything, and MJF is just like goading on Speedball the entire time, and like Speedball ends up like hitting MJF, and so it's a DQ, and then you have the continued dissension of Speedball and Kevin Knight, and that Knight's like, what the fuck you ruining my match for? Like, I want to, win this match. And Speedball's like, oh, he was being a little prick. I want to kick him in his face and everything. So you can kind of continue that. If you're going towards a Speedball, Kevin Knight kind of break, I think there's an out there to where nobody actually loses. You kind of continue a couple of stories there. MJF gets a win that he can brag about, and you continue sort of a potential Speedball and Kevin Knight break. I think there's something there if that's the direction they're going in. I'm not saying this is the direction they're going in, but if they are,
I don't hate it. Again, we'll find out tonight what they're going to do with it. But definitely a lot of intrigue in this match, and Brody King and Darby Allin for the world title is another one that has intrigue for a different reason. It's not because they think a big title change could happen as so much as how are these two going to react to each other in the ring? Is it going to be a match of respect? Is it going to be a match where someone does something a little more underhanded?
Match of respect?
Yeah, because they're both friends, Darby and Brody.
Well, sure. No, it's going to be a match of respect, but then they're going to try to kill each other, and it's going to rule.
Well, they could be a little bit more than just trying to kill each other. What kind of match are we going to see? Are they going to be going balls to the wall?
Murder. Yes.
All right. Someone's going to get in a car and drive it off a cliff?
Yeah. They're going to try to kill each other. It's going to be awesome. I don't think anybody's going to do like anything underhanded. It's just going to be, no, okay, let's just go out there and try to kill each other respectfully.
Do you put the title on Brody King and shock the world?
I mean, that'd be sweet. They're not going to do it, but I'm not mad at it.
They are in Virginia. They will be chanting "fuck ice." That would be fun.
Yeah.
Brody should win the title tonight. Well, we'll see. That's AEW Dynamite.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. Is that it? Buddy, it's a full-ass card.
Oh,
we spent most time talking about the TNT title, which is understandable, but like, this is a pretty full Dynamite card. This has got 4 title matches, for Christ's sake.
Oh, I thought there was more for some reason.
I mean, there might be some talky talk, but in terms of action, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches.
Okay, that's fair, but I just thought there was gonna be more.
Fair. I'm taking a look just in case I missed something, but I'm almost certain that I didn't. I'm gonna pull up our preview. No,
I think you're right. I just thought there was. I figure there's more stuff. Yeah. Sure. Usually, this is actually pretty good because sometimes they announce. They don't announce stuff until like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. They add those like last minute matches, and here, like, I don't feel like they're gonna have any type of last minute matches.
Yeah, it feels like it's gonna be a legitimate good night of wrestling. Not just.
I assume we'll get something from Ospreay and Moxley, some type of like backstage type of thing to follow up from Collision to see if Will Ospreay murdered Jon Moxley or not, or if he's gonna be a headlock wrestler moving forward.
Yes, headlock wrestler. I'm fine for that. But we did it. We did the show for another day. No Jericho announced just yet. Maybe you'll see him on Collision on Saturday. Anything else for today? Do we have anything to plug?
What was your moment of Tuesday, Joel?
My moment of Tuesday was the fat fan that decided to get in the ring and show the world that fat fans everywhere could do a moonsault off the top rope of a wrestling ring. No experience needed. Just be a fat guy and you can do it. Don't ask me about his UK indie experience. It's not important right now. Shout out to Will Cruz. Fat guy wrestler. In that he is a fat guy, not that he wrestles fat guys.
That'd be a hell of a gimmick. Like, I'm only gonna wrestle people over 400 pounds.
Hold on. We already did Fat Chick Thriller once. We don't need to do this now.
Yeah, that was Fat Chick Thriller though. Like, this is a specific like wrestling style.
That's
you
fair.
know?
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah. And be like, I'm only wrestling people over 400 pounds.
And it's not me saying it. It's the WWE saying it. It's the Vic Joseph saying it.
He didn't call him fat. He just called him a fan.
This is the fat guy.
They come in with the scale and be like, nope, you're 395. You didn't make it. The guy's got to go to the back, pound some beers, pound some steaks. Like, all right, here we go.
It's a through thread for the entire show. He's got to put on 5 pounds. Get beat.
This is actually a very good gimmick for somebody that only wrestle people who are people do like, oh, I'm this small, or I'm only gonna wrestle people who are under this weight limit. Nah, wrestle people who are over a weight limit. Let's go.
It's about weight limits.
Yeah, it is about weight limits. Yeah. Who would be good for this gimmick?
Will Cruz. We just did it.
No. Will Cruz. No, it can't be Will Cruz. Kit Wilson would kill this gimmick.
Kit Wilson would be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because he'd be like, you are not toxic masculinity. You are true masculinity because you are willing to come out here at this weight and fight me. Kit Wilson, Chad Gable. Chad Gable. Yeah, he's that dude shredded. So him next to these bigger dudes that feels a little like Simon Deanish with Chad Gable, of just like, I beat you and now you gotta lose all of this weight out here.
Oh, amazing.
All right, I like this gimmick. My moment of Tuesday was the debut of EVIL. The rumors were true. We still don't know what his name is.
The Raijin Gaijin.
No, stop it.
Oh, well, all right.
Results of our poll question. Which title should Evil win first? All titles Evil, 79%. All of them, 16%. And every single one, 5%. So 100% of people believe that Evil should win all the titles. Thank you all for voting.
All right.
The poll question.
Works for me.
Yeah. What did we accomplish today, Joel?
Hold on. Hold on.
What?
Post wrestling. Go look at the article. Us AEW people. Hilarious. I know reading is hard for some of you. I really know. I know it's hard. I'm gonna.
Joel also hates AEW.
Fair. I hate all wrestling. I really do. This is your first time here. Welcome, King Kyle. I assume not Kyle O'Reilly because he works for AEW now. But I want you to know that there is a audio recording that is not AI from a TKO who owned WWE
allegedly
town hall meeting in which they admit very openly that they use AI for their storylines. Don't take it up with me. Take it up with literally TKO, WWE. Don't give me this, you AEW people. I hate all wrestling. I hate all people know this.
Specifically AEW though.
Up. This chat will back me up. I hate wrestling. Hate it. I like stories. I like storytelling. I don't like storytelling
and
with AI. And I hate AI. I hate AI. Hate it. Hate wrestling. Do not sit here and tell me that we're this and that. I'm telling you right now, an entire town hall meeting explains it.
King Kyle's got you rattled. You just went on like a 3-minute diatribe because of what King Kyle said.
Hate wrestling. Hate it. So much.
What did we accomplish today, Joel, besides the fact that you hate wrestling?
And King Kyle, clearly.
Wow.
I don't hate him yet. We'll give him.
You're going to run him off. King Kyle's going to be like Doug now.
Good. At least Doug.
Why do you hate people with 4 letters in their name? This is why they had to change Evil's name.
It's the 4-letter supremacy right here.
Your
Only
fault.
be one 4-letter name. Mike Gilbert told me Joel Pearl was in TNA group chat. Fair. Oh, shout out to Mike. He's funny. He's funny
Yeah,
when
King
he's
Kyle.
funny.
King Kyle's gone. He's not going to respond. He left.
We're talking about King Kyle O'Reilly over here. One man Kyle O'Reilly before he went to AEW. We're talking NXT Kyle O'Reilly when he was going to making fires out in middle of the forest with what's his name? What was his name? The guy. Oh God.
What?
Come Tuesday. What was his name?
Oh, Von Wagner.
Van Wagner. Thank you.
Okay. What was that voice?
Van Wagner. That was his name. Van. Anyway, point is, what did we learn? What did we accomplish today? Was that what we were asking the question?
Yeah.
AI is in fact a not good use of your time. It is at best a tool that will help you guide through things, but not be the end all be all. Do not use it for that. The stories will suck. I don't like wrestling. I do like Cool Kyle, not King Kyle. There are no kings on this show. And Brody King is great, but he probably won't win the AEW World title tonight, despite many people wanting him to. So that's what we learned today. Also, the cups, don't use them for the things we talked about. Cups are for drinking.
What are you supposed to use them for?
Cups are for drinking. Cups are for drinking.
Oh.
Drinking things that do not come out of your body.
Okay. The biggest thing we accomplished today is that all wrestling promotions should have rooms where you can admire Jack Perry.
Keep it. Keep it in your body. Just keep it inside.
I'm gonna try to put in.
Don't you dare. We're back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday.
Allegedly.
I won't be here. I don't even know if I'm doing a post TNA show because of the NHL playoffs. They might be preempting me again. So Jeremy and SP3, well, it's fine. I'll take the night off. It's go. Everything's kind of balanced out on my paycheck at this point because of the shows I've done instead. Jeremy and SP3 are here. They'll talk about Dynamite. Maybe for King Kyle, they'll talk about WWE and AI. Maybe we'll be back tomorrow. I don't know. But hopefully you're going to be talking about a good show and other shows as well. So for Jeremy Lambert,
could be a sermon tomorrow, everybody. If the Lakers win tonight, it will be a sermon to open the show tomorrow. SB3 has promised the sermon if the Lakers win tonight. So let that determine your rooting interest here for the Lakers. If you want the sermon, then root for the Lakers. If you don't want the sermon, I guess you can root for the Rockets. Yeah. Can charge for it.
Stop.
Cum cups.
We got to be made of a very good material to keep up that long. I'm done. Jeremy,
they're see-through, so you can track your progress.
No.
Right?
No.
Commemorative cum cups.
Okay, commemorative cups. Stop it. Okay, finally, just go on YouTube and look up American Dad horseradish. That's all I'm going to say. For Jeremy Lambert, you know who he is. You know who I am. Back tomorrow. You people are disgusting, and I love you all except for King Kyle. We'll see you in the next one, and leave a thumbs up on the way out. Take care. Oh, fantastic. All right. Well, I'm not